Hello, a student of class 9. I am Vikas Ranjan, your physics teacher. आई होप आप लोगों को नोट्स मिल गया होगा, और यदि नहीं मिला है तो ये जो वीडियो है उसके डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है, नहीं तो स्कूल के SMS से लिंक मिल जाएगा, नहीं तो आप पर्सनली हमसे कांटेक्ट करके आप नोट्स ले सकते हैं। नोट्स में आपको चैप्टर 8 शुरू किया गया, जो फिजिक्स का सबसे फर्स्ट चैप्टर है। साइंस का 8 चैप्टर, लेकिन फिजिक्स का वो फर्स्ट चैप्टर है। चैप्टर का नाम है मोशन। लेकिन मोशन पढ़ने से पहले कुछ हम बेसिक फिजिकल क्वांटिटी के बारे में देखेंगे, कुछ सफिक्स प्रीफिक्स के बारे में देखेंगे, जो कि जनरली यूज होता है फिजिक्स में। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बेसिक पढ़ेंगे हम फिजिक्स का क्लास 9 का, जो कि थ्रू आउट क्लास 9, 10th हर किसी में यूज होगा, जिसमें एक फंडामेंटल फिजिकल क्वांटिटी आता है, स्केलर क्वांटिटी, वेक्टर क्वांटिटी, और सब प्रीफिक्स एंड सफिक्स आता है, जो कि आप 9 और 10 दोनों में यूज करेंगे। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मिली, आपने कभी सुना होगा मिलीग्राम। व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय मिलीग्राम? मिलीग्राम दैट मीन्स 1000 part of a gram, that is 10 to the power of -3. If there is a notation of milli, that means mathematically there is written as 10 to the power of -3. If milligram, that is 10 power -3 gram. If there is a microgram, then there is 10 to the power of -6 gram. Similarly, if there is a nanogram, then there is a 10 to the power of -9 gram. This is prefix, not only related to the mass. This is related to every physical quantity. If there is a millimeter, then 10 to the power -3 meter. If there is a micrometer, then there is a -10 to the power -6 meter. And if there is a nanometer, then 10 to the power of -9 meter. That means this quantity is used to represent a smaller physical quantity. If we write 0.0005, then it is difficult to read, so we reduce them in the scientific term, which is called prefix and suffix. Similarly, these three are used for a smaller quantity, and for larger quantity we use kilogram, kilo, mega and giga. For example, we write kilogram. Kilogram, that means 10 to the power of 3 kg, that is 1000. 10 to the power 3 gram, that is 1000 gram. 1000 gram is equal to 1 kg. Similarly, if we write megagram, that is 10 to the power of 6 gram. If we write gigagram, that means 10 to the power of 9 gram. This we use to represent the large quantity. If we write 9000000, this much quantity, then there is difficult to read and analysis this quantity, so we write in scientific term 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, that means 90 into 10 to the power of 6, और हम इसको लिख सकते हैं 90 मेगा। इसका सिंबल होता है स्मॉल कैपिटल एम। तो ये सब जो हमने 6 क्वांटिटी यहाँ देखा है, मिली, माइक्रो, नैनो, किलो, मेगा, गीगा, इनको हम प्रीफिक्स और सफिक्स की तरह यूज करेंगे, और सफिक्स की तरह यूज करेंगे किसी भी लार्ज क्वांटिटी को यूज करने के लिए। नाउ वी कम्स ऑन द फंडामेंटल फिजिकल क्वांटिटी। ऑल द फिजिक्स, every quantity inside the physics depends on the fundamental physical quantity, either directly or indirectly. If any physical quantity is does not depends on any other physical quantity, that is self dependence, that quantity is called fundamental physical quantity. That means mass does not depends on any other physical quantity. Length does not depends on any other physical quantity. Time does not depends on any other physical quantity. That is, there is only 7 physical quantity that are truly independent. That means these are not depends on any other physical quantity. These physical quantity are called fundamental physical quantity. Here is the list of 7 fundamental physical quantity with their unit and their abbreviation we used in book and in the general writing. The definition of fundamental physical quantity is the physical quantity which does not depends on other is called fundamental physical quantity. These are only 7. That means all the physics are written in the terms of these seven fundamental physical quantity. You take any physical quantity, that must be depends on these 7 physical quantity. Then we move towards the derived physical quantity. Derived physical quantity are the other than fundamental physical quantity are called derived. That means the physical quantity that depends on the fundamental physical quantity, or that can be derived from the multiplication, division, or addition of the fundamental physical quantity are called derived physical quantity. For example, density. Density equal to mass upon volume. Mass is the fundamental physical quantity and volume is not a fundamental physical quantity, it is also derived, but it is derived from mass upon length into length into length, because volume is derived by either length into breadth into height, that is 3 times of the length. That is density is the derived fundamental quantity. Volume is also derived fundamental quantity. Force, mass into acceleration. Acceleration is also a derived fundamental quantity, but force depends on the more than one fundamental quantity, fundamental physical quantity. That's why these are called derived physical quantity. That means any physical quantity that depends on the more more than one fundamental physical quantity, either in terms of multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, is called derived fundamental physical quantity. In simple words, you can say that the fundamental physical quantity other than these seven fundamental physical quantity are derived physical quantity. If you have any question or multiple choice question to identify the derived physical quantity, then you identify the fundamental physical quantity. If there is other than these seven, then that is the derived physical quantity. Now we comes on the scalar and vector quantity. A scalar quantity or a scalar physical quantity. A scalar quantity, that means the physical quantity which have only magnitude, not direction. It's called a scalar quantity. That means example, distance. If you are center or if you are standing on the center of a circle and you have to move 5 meter, then you can move towards any direction around the circle by 5 meter. But if you have a specific direction, then you need to be move in a specific direction. Then the scalar quantity is then the scalar quantity have only magnitude, not direction. Distance, that is only magnitude. Electric charge, only magnitude. Temperature, this is have only magnitude. Money, these have only magnitude, not direction. Though that means we can say that the physical quantity which have only magnitude are called a scalar physical quantity. Now we move towards the vector quantity. Vector quantity are the quantity which have magnitude as well as the direction, are referred to a physical quantity, that is displacement. Distance is distance is a scalar quantity, but displacement is a scalar vector quantity, because displacement have a direction. If we say 5 meter, that means this is the only length and this can be in any direction, that is a scalar quantity. But 5 meter towards east, if you are on the center of circle, then you move 5 meter in a specific direction, then that distance is called displacement, because you have a specific direction. Velocity, because velocity have a direction. Acceleration, these are example of vector quantity. These are the some basic fundamental of the physics: scalar quantity, vector quantity, fundamental physical quantity, derived physical quantity, and some prefix and suffix. Now the first chapter of physics is motion, and in motion you will study about the rest motion, reference point, linear motion,